All right, so these are all my past or current students.
Not me.
Because that's Martin. He's a baby. You can see that already.
I'm a child. I feel like I'm very mature.
Oh my God, Martin, shut up. This is Annabelle. She's still my student. She's in my AP Line class. These guys are all my past students. They've all in some way or another kind of impacted me massively, and they're largely why I haven't quit. Gray is one of the most unassuming and sweet people I've ever met. He's friends with Maya, who's one of my student aides. She's really annoying. That's Keo. He's my other student aide. If you can see that he's annoying, you probably figured him out pretty well already. Keo, move. Keo's my student aide, so I make him do a lot of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with teaching.
Too much stuff.
Hey, there's Leah. She's a 9th grader. Guys, Leah here's a 9th grader.
I know.
She taught a lesson.
And she's coming down to help. Yeah, she taught a lesson. Maya, you've taught me how to stress so much that I recognize that I need to chill out.
Oh, did my crying every week last year in Lang?
You're physically shaking in Lang class helped me out. That guy right there is CK. He is a senior, and I think he's the hardest working senior that I've ever met. He's on the basketball team, right? And I can out weightlift him, by the way, if you're wondering. Helen here makes me laugh a lot. She's really, really funny, but really kind. She runs this club here called The Herd.
Mondays at 6 lunch.
Hey, Jules! Julia is also in my AP class right now. She's really sweet. She reminds me of Crybaby over here. She reminds me a lot of Crybaby. They're both really intelligent. I'm like 90% sure they're both smarter than I am already. But they're really humble. And the thing about each of these kids in here is that they're willing to actually learn. And when they get bad feedback, or feedback rather they're not happy with, they actually take it on board and get better. Julia here, last school year, she said, I'll never forget the first day of the semester when she was walking out, she was like, you should be a motivational speaker, not a teacher. And I was like, that made me feel really good. I was like, no shit, I feel like I'm terrible at talking. Celia here, I want to work for Celia in a couple years. I'm pretty sure she's going to become a political titan. And I'm really looking forward to that day, because I think that the country is going to be a far better place when Celia Hoffman gets involved. And I don't say that with hyperbole. This girl is off the chain. Like, I would happily work for her as long as you paid me better at teaching. Nathan?
Before you continue, I have a visible yellowish bruise in my arm. Unprovoked, punched me in the hallway last week. It's still there.
None of that happened.
Don't forget.
It's on film.
All of this can be fixed in post. Nathan is an out-and-out brilliant mind. This guy is gonna be, I always tell people when I talk about you, I tell them that you're like the next Jon Stewart. Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
You
happen.
wouldn't disagree with that? The guy is like so clever, and you're really smart, and you have a good heart. He came into my class the other day when I was really, really bummed out about the election. I was really upset about it. And Nathan came in during my 8th period class.
Please pardon the interruption. Could Yi Chen Yang please report to room A223? Yi Chen Yang, please go to room A223.
Nate came in during my 8th period class, and he talked, it was 8th, right? Yeah. And he started talking, do you remember this kid?
Mm-hmm.
He started talking to everyone, and just, he had the most inspiring and like heartwarming like commentary to give about this election. And it was off the cuff, and it was so genuine. It came from such a deep place that between his visit to my class and Celia's visit during lunch, it actually gave me so much hope. It took me to a completely different place, and it was somewhere I really needed to go, because that was not a good day. Over here is Constable. Andrew is his name, but I always call him Constable because that's his last name, and I think that's an awesome last name. He's a jack of all trades, master of all. And that's really, isn't that annoying though? Exactly, how can you hate Andrew? Because he's actually a good person too. That's what's maddening about it. He has no downside to his character. Annabelle, I thought she hated my class last quarter, And then on the last day, I was talking to her, and she was like, "No, I loved your class, blah blah blah." And it made me like cry a little bit because I was so shocked by it. I was astounded that that's how she felt. All right, crybaby back here. Caroline's her name. I call her crybaby because on the first day of school last year, she started crying about something
Didn't happen.
something silly.
It didn't happen.
And so she's like the swim captain. She's a brilliant writer. Crybaby is going to go to William and Mary, which it's a fantastic school, beautiful campus and everything. But it has a lot of conservative perspectives, which is totally fine. The thing is that Caroline is so drastically not conservative. And when we talked about it, she was like, "Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to getting to share and discuss and like hear other perspectives." I was like, "Oh my heart, you guys are such good kids. I can't wait to see where you guys go in the future, man. I can't wait. You already look like you've got your life completely put together." You know?
I've been sweating this all day. It's so bad.
I came in on Friday and I was like so late for work that I didn't wear socks and stuff. And I see Nate and he's just like put together, and I don't think I saw Maya. I don't think you showed
I
up
was
on
there.
Friday.
You were like,
I
"I'm not
forgot.
wearing any socks. Don't tell anybody." Period. I was like, "Too bad you aren't wearing any socks right now."
And then everyone lost it. Is that when that happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so annoying. Everyone was like, "What?" Like people couldn't handle that Mr. James didn't wear socks. I was hoping that you guys would just be able to talk for a little while, and we could just talk about the classroom. We kind of, people started talking about their worst memories.
That's what Kino said. He
What
was
were
like,
these?
No,
worst memories?
what? No.
I have one.
Uh-oh, here we go, here we
I
go.
have a good one. Last year, when we had the culture essays and like people had plagiarized, and you gave us like that entire like 40-minute long talk in the classroom, and you were like it felt like we were all gonna die. Like it was like definitely one of the scariest moments of my entire life. 15 people, and it was like, oh, like I was so afraid. I burst into tears immediately after.
I remember that. I remember saying it, and I was like, "They're not buying it." I was like, "They don't believe me."
I did.
shocked.
Like you said it, and I was like, he's not serious.
You know what I think it
I was
is? I think if you had me last semester, you know my style,
Yeah.
and so you know when you don't have to fully buy into it, you know.
So it's not even that. I remember thinking
remember
like
that.
this was a Whitman culture because I remember repeatedly commenting like, guys, if you didn't plagiarize, he's not talking to you.
Exactly.
And they were like, but what if Turnitin accidentally said that?
Exactly.
And I was
That's
like,
what
then you
blew me
tell him that
away.
you didn't.
Didn't take it seriously because one, you forget half of the things you say. So like
More than half. More than half. More than half.
Sometimes you'll say something and I'll be like, I'll remember it a couple days later and bring it up to you. And I'm like,
I need that pen back though.
I'll be like, yeah, Mr. James, like you said this, and you're like, oh, did I say that to you? And I'm like, yeah, we had like a 30-minute conversation. Like we talked about this, and you're like, oh yeah, like I remember. But then you just like, I don't know. You joke around a lot. It's just the way you are. You think it's funny when kids are sad.
Period last year, first day of school, walk into class, and like I knew there were 2 new AP Lit teachers, but like I didn't really know anything. So you come up, and you go over the board, and you start drawing this picture, like of all these like dogs in the Arctic or whatever. You know, you're doing the measurements and like all the different stuff. And then when you turn around, you're waving your arms around, you're talking, and we realize you have like massive like sweat stains all the way through your shirt, and your hands are shaking.
I actually wear special T-shirts now. They're like $30.
You commented on
Yeah, I
Hold up,
know.
wait. Look at
The T-shirts are like $30 each. You know?
I remember the stains, but I also remember that there was like 4th period or whatever. I remember I was just like, it was like, I was just coming into school that first day with like complete dread, like what the hell is AP Lang? And like, I always liked writing and stuff, but English, like freshman, sophomore year wasn't that great for me. Like I just didn't like my teachers. A lot of stuff we did, I wasn't a huge fan of. And when I came into your class, and you're just like telling us this tale of Robert Falcon Scott's journey to the Arctic. And it's like, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. You're such a good orator. And I just remember going to class and I felt like a kid in an 80s movie. Just being like, man, English is rad.
I have a good memory.
What's a good memory?
Okay, I have to go right after this, besides something. But I'll share my good memory. So last year I remember when you were just, it was like one random day in like May or something. I still have like a 30-minute video on my phone. But you won, what was that award that you won?
Oh,
You won Teacher of
Grab
the
it, grab it,
Year.
grab it.
That one, Phi Beta Sigma, the Teacher of the Year award. Yeah, I remember that. And everyone came in, and I forget what we were doing. It was probably some really like serious assignment. You were giving us a serious talk.
Yeah.
Was I not wearing shoes when they came in?
No, you weren't. And you were like, I think you were like standing on a chair or something. Like you were.
Yeah, it was like a very unprofessional moment.
It was funny. But then Dr. Goa comes in, and all these people come in, and we're all kind of like, what's going on? And then like they gave you the award. And we had no idea what was going on, but you just were so happy, and we all started saying our like favorite memories of you and all the things we loved about you as a teacher, and it was so sweet. It was such a genuine moment where everyone was just like, everyone was so expressive, and everyone just said exactly how they felt, and it was really awesome.
I was about to quit the day before. I actually went into Dr. Goodwin's office and was like, I don't think I can do this again. Because I was dealing with some stuff with some parents that were pretty rough, and I was just like, at a point where I was like, why should I keep doing this? If I'm trying this hard to help, and I'm having to fight the people that I want to help and take this kind of abuse, then why? Why should I stay? And I was in a really dark place. And so when they came in, from my perspective, I was on the edge. I was really on the brink of just being like, screw it, I'm done. And they came in with this award, and I was so caught off guard by it. It just really took the wind out of me. But what really got me was when they asked if there was anything my students wanted to say. And I swear, there was like 30 seconds where no one said anything. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like so hurt. I was like, oh my God, this is like a nightmare.
But I'm pretty sure everyone
said something.
Everybody.
And then Ale raised her hand and said something. And I'm choking up thinking about it. Once she said something, like just one after another, people started talking. And it was like 23 people, one after another. And that really, really meant so much to me. Because the award is cool, but the people that gave me the award have never seen me teach. And you guys are with me every day through the good stuff and the really rough stuff. You guys are definitely the best part of this job. You're the best part of my life, to be honest. Even you, Maya. And this is Kyo.
Hi.
He and Maya are my student aides now. Gray was my student aide last year. Kyo and Maya, where do I start?
Sorry, do you know Maya and I have the same birthday?
Oh yeah.
Do you really? Dang, 99, y'all are young as shit.
What my parents
Jesus.
said about you, Mr. James.
Oh, for real? Last year, so Maya used to shake violently during Lang class. Like, she would just sit in the back and just shake. Right?
Tell this story
Yeah.
to every single person. Being a TA is like, for me, like it's such a different experience than being a student, because like I remember like a couple of weeks ago I was like, I think I actually like do more work in Mr. James's class as a TA than I do as a student, because like when I was a student, it was just like in Lang, like we mostly just like talk and like present, and then like sometimes we have essays, but then like as a TA I literally feel right now like I'm retaking both honors English 9 and AP Lang, just because of like all like the work and like the lesson plans that you have me do.
I'm having Maya and Kyo read Cormac McCarthy's The Road right now to help me prep it for AP Lang.
I'm just throwing this out there, I'm extremely distressed by what I just read, and
I know.
it's like
It's
not really enjoying
It's not
it.
a happy book at all. It's like,
While we're
I think Kyo is one of the most genuinely good people to come through this building. Honestly, I like to talk a lot of crap about him, but that's just because he reminds me. I don't want to say you remind me of me, Kyo, but I think that you remind me of my best imagining of myself when I was in high school. Because he's very sweet, very genuine, very intellectual, very capable. He's applying to a really erudite school, and you know what his ultimate goal is with his life at his age? His goal is to get enough of an education and to get into such a place in the world that he can help people that didn't have that chance. He hasn't graduated high school yet, and that's his entire purpose. That's incredible. It wasn't until I had a few professors in college that finally got me to shake out of my entirely selfish mentality. Kyo hasn't even graduated yet, and that's what his entire purpose in existence is. That's amazing. You don't meet people like that. That's his highest ambition, is to try and make it easier for someone else. And so, what can I not give to someone like that, you know? That's astounding. That's incredible. He has a stronger moral fiber than I do. What I always tell people about Kyo is, Kyo knows all of my moral ideals better than I do. He lives my own philosophies better than I do. And that's really awesome. He's also an idiot.
You were saying earlier about how you should be a motivational speaker. I like literature. I like it a lot. And a lot of that, I don't know, I haven't had great literature classes. Sorry if one of my English teachers hears this. Before this. And you just have a way of making people, taking this thing that you love so much and making people care about it. I remember when I found out that some of the freshmen had found out, and I went home, I was like going through the stages of grief that this thing might stop. I thought it was terrible that it happened. I remember one time, just before that, when I had found out about this project, and I was watching it, I was supposed to be writing a paper, but instead I was just watching all the episodes. And me, who has invested like 3 AP physics classes, I'm gonna go build something cool, I don't know, put my name on Mars. I was like, you know what? I should go cure asthma instead, that'd be cool. I just like really felt a passion. That's the only word to describe it. Like every time you tell a story, we get a taste of the world at large. I just feel like I want to do something about it, and I don't know, you can't get that from everyone.
Constable. That's right, man. That was sweet. Mr. James, viewers, if you don't know, has these things called, I don't know why they would not know, has these like lectures called A Taste of the World at Large. He takes an entire class period, like we're talking about the Robert Falcon Scott thing, and just dedicates it to this lecture on, I mean, basically anything relating to the human condition. Or he did like the 2011 Japanese tsunami, he did Robert Falcon Scott. I forget some of the other stuff he did, but it's always like incredible, and just like, it changes my day, and like, I have all these, you know, it's what you were saying. It makes you care about something you don't even really think about. And so I came up to him after one of those, and I was like, you know, you should really do a podcast. And I said that like sort of jokingly, because like, you know, you just say those things. And he was like, okay, and he got like 10 kids, and we all made a podcast. He's like, we're gonna do this. And I never had that, like, oh my God, you know, I'm a high school student, and like, you know, I just go to class, and I do my work, I talk to the teacher, and leave. There's never been like an outside thing where like I would tell, like, you know, I can't go to my history teacher and be like, let's research Rome. Can't do that. This is the only class where I've actually been able to do something like that outside, like research, you know, with substance. And we actually got together, and you know, it was a little bit of a mess. But we actually managed to research this topic that we didn't know anything about beforehand, and we compiled a list, and we actually had meetings, and we made a finished product. And sure, it was supposed to be a series, and we only did one, but we did something, and that, I think that's to make something, just like not outside of the administration, outside of school, to make something on your own with people who have the same kind of views as you. That's like one of the most incredible things I've ever done, and it's all because of you. You're the only teacher I've ever had, and one of the only people I've ever met who's willing to take these just bare bones, like off the whim ideas and run with them and make them into something beautiful. So, you know, thanks.
Excuses not to spend time with.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
Exactly.
no, it's literally like as you, like being his TA, it's like I've gotten to know like this much different side of Mr. James, not just like totally disorganized, like a hot mess kind of person, but also that like he spends so much more time on like grading essays and like planning lessons and like thinking about his kids than like you could ever imagine, like in spite of like doing personal training, in spite of like studying for like his certification exam for being a personal trainer, for working out literally at like 4 a.m, like driving in this 2-door Honda Civic from like really, really far away, right? And like these different, yeah, and like these different things, and it's like, how are you alive? How do you sleep? And he's like I kind of don't. It's like, it's like, damn, how do you still find time to like do this for your kids? And it's like pretty amazing.